Hi, I'm back again. So I was saying that I was going to do a roundup part 2 of my hand embroidery projects because one of the things that I enjoy doing is hand embroidering, specifically with my clothes. But I wanted to share a few of my tops. I added this little heart on this like stripe brightened top, and it just has black outline, and then it has a whole bunch of French knots. So here is another thing that I have hand embroidered. I really love butterflies. So I have a caterpillar on one side, and then I have a monarch butterfly on the other side. And then I have scallop details going across the collar because I love a collar detail. And then I have a little flower on the button. And then I have my little butterfly on my little charm necklace. But here is another top that's similar to the green rib top that I had shared before. This one is slightly different because it's like a crew color. This collar is a little stiffer than the green one, so this was actually way better to use. So I can recommend that if you wanted to hand embroider, make sure if there's a collar like it's a little bit more like stiffer. So on this one I have sunburst, starburst going on one collar, and then I have fireflies on the other collar going, from top to bottom, and then I have scallop details on the other collar because I love a little detail moment on the collar. And then also I did a video on this and how fireflies were one of my inspirations of why I wanted to become a scientist, and I had many inspirations of why I wanted to become a scientist, so you could check that video out. And I like this one too because like when I was a young black girl and I wanted to become a scientist, one of my favorite memories went to my grandparents' house and at the front and backyard just chasing fireflies, and it was so much fun and I loved that. And I did that with my cousins and my siblings, and it was just fun times. It was a vibe. And unfortunately, I haven't seen fireflies in years, and I know a lot of people said they also haven't seen them in years. But you know what? That's okay. I have this on my top and I like that. And this is plain, so it can go on a variety of things. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, and I really like this. Yeah, so I added this heart that it has a red outline and then an M and red monogram by for my name Martina, and then I have a whole bunch of yellow French knots. I love nature and flowers, so for this one I just took like the inspiration from a lot of flowers that I like. So before I talk about that, I'm gonna talk about the middle. So the middle part was actually going to be a monogram M, kind of like how I had on the other shirt, but I didn't like the color contrast and it didn't pop enough for me. So I just let that be the middle part. And then I decided to have a hodgepodge of flowers that I really like. Like I like carnations and roses and hibiscus flowers. So I took those the information I knew about those flowers in the color palette to make the petals. And then I have the leaves. And this is just like, imagine like if you went flower picking and you just picked up the flower without the stem. That's what this is. I have a pink heart that I did with a lot of French knots. And I did the outline with a little bit of red. You can't really tell, but just to make it pop a little bit more. And I love French knots because it adds a really nice texture, detail, and depth. But yeah, so that's this top. So here is the second version of the cardigan that I showed before. Instead of pink and white, yellow and white. Because if I like it, I'm going to buy it again, right? It's comfortable and it's cozy and it's cute. All the things that I love: comfy, cozy, cute. This one I use a hibiscus flower because I like hibiscus tea, and also I love hibiscus flowers. They're just so beautiful as well. And for this one I use like a stem stitch, and then I use French knots and a little bit of straight stitches. And I really like it because it gave me the depth of the hibiscus flower, and it just added a little razzle dazzle and pizzazz to this cardigan. It wouldn't be a hand embroidery unless I show a button-up shirt. So I really like this. Olive green is just like a nice color, greenish, and I use green. That's one of my most used hand embroidery colors since I do a lot of nature embroidery. I use like a hodgepodge of flowers that I like a carnation, roses, hibiscus, various white flowers, and I did that on both sides. And then I have like a leaf, and then I have leaf on one collar and a leaf on the other collar. And I really like this. I like wearing this a lot in the fall, in the winter, or spring. Really is versatile because it's 100% cotton. And cotton to me is my favorite fabric to hand embroider on, especially for clothing.